It's a classical setting, the English country house, in this case near Chippenham in Wiltshire, and one which has always had a resonance with cricket. But this is a country house with a difference, for in a small office to one side, an extraordinary and thoroughly modern success story is unfolding, and it's called Cricinfo, and this is its HQ. Cricinfo is an organisation which runs the world's most popular cricket website. In fact, the most popular website dedicated to any single sport.
It was March 1993, and I was living in Minnesota, doing a postdoc at the University of Minnesota, which I generally refer to as the University of the Frozen Wastes, in that it was 40 degrees below it, etc. in winter.
We have operations in all the countries where cricket is played, and more besides.
And I'd been living there for a year and a half, and found myself increasingly missing cricket. Missing cricket information.
Staff in countries as improbable as Canada and Holland, as well as all the cricket-playing countries.
I'd been using the internet for a number of years and found that there was in fact this community of like-minded people who were also missing cricket information.
We cover all international cricket played between test playing and one-day international nations live, ball by ball.
There had been various attempts over the previous 2 to 3 years to provide cricket information for each other, and mine was merely the latest attempt in that regard.
We also have an archive of every single cricket match played at one-day international and test match level electronically online, and we cover cricket news and information from all around the world.
And it was evident, just looking at the communication that was going on, the repeated request for what's the score.
The way Cricinfo started was as a network of fans, and it remains up to a point a network of fans.
Plainly, there was a need for a resource where you could say, well, go and look at Cricinfo. Don't keep asking me every 5 minutes for what the score is.
And from there, the organisation slowly built up as a volunteer organisation.
Yes, come on! Hesitation, run out chance, gone.
I can remember the first time when we got 1,000 pages in a day, and that would have been about 3 to 4 months or so after we started, which was March 1993.
That's glorious stuff from Saeed Anwar. This is what I said.
The Hero Cup coverage in October 1993 was far more popular than any coverage that we'd done beforehand, and already by that stage we were about 6 months old. And there were perhaps 15 or 20 people involved in various capacities.
The core of the service is the live ball-by-ball coverage that we do. And I'll show you right now, on the 12th of October, we have the test match between New Zealand and India, third day at Mohali, is just finished. And in fact, we've got right now live coverage of an under-19 game in Pakistan between Lahore Whites and Karachi Whites. You can see the current score is Karachi Whites under-19s 50 for 2, and that's the live coverage that's being pumped through. We have a team of people all around the world, and all these nicknames here represent individuals who are based in different countries. Dwayne Harley is Dwayne Pettit, who's our New Zealand webmaster, who's at the moment in Mohali giving live coverage. Overall, over all the world, we have about 55 people working full-time. About another 45 who volunteer and make a major contribution. Our biggest office is in Chennai in India, where we have 30 people.
Lovely timing, great balance.
In 1996, of course, we had the World Cup, and for the World Cup was the first time when we passed 1 million, I think 1.5 million page views in a week.
And that's a beauty as well. What a shot.
Our entire marketing budget, and I'm looking around for a plastic ball that we bought 500 of which we bought last year, it has been 500 plastic cricket balls. We've never promoted the site by anything other than word of mouth.
Now we're talking up to 9.5 million page views per day. That's our record at the moment. Right now, as I sit here, we're averaging about 3.5 to 4 million a day.
But because we came to the party so early, because we are the only organisation of any sort that provides true live global coverage of all cricket games played at serious international level, and many more domestic games besides, the word has just got round.
In 2 years' time, I think we'll be well into 10 digits, we'll be looking at billions of page views during a year.
Oh, that's beautifully bowled.
It's akin to a free newspaper. So free newspapers, many of the readers of Cover Point will receive free newspapers through their door every Tuesday or Thursday or whatever, and along with the newspaper, along with the information, which it is hoped they will read, come advertisements.
This one is going to disappear way up.
We are also primarily an advertising-supported site, but we do provide other services such as data services. We feed teletext, and we're also have started up retailing operations, e-commerce.
Well steered away.
It has to run as a commercial organisation. So if there's a particular project that we want to undertake, you know, say coverage of Hampshire under-17s or whatever, schools cricket in Kerala, we have to look at the costs and see if we can possibly afford those costs and look at the bottom line, because going forward we're looking at a process of securing major investment.
Nicely placed, the outfield's fast, this will be another boundary.
But one also has to look at what is Cricinfo, what is it that makes Cricinfo popular, and it is its comprehensiveness. So there's actually a very good financial case for going in and doing the Hampshire under-17s and the Kerala schools and all of the rest of that coverage, which you're simply never going to see elsewhere.
In the future, we can reach all sorts of different media. At the moment, we've already experimented with delivery to mobile phones.
We were looking at a lot more intelligent interactivity in the service that we're providing.
We deliver to watches.
And that will give you the ability to say to...
We can deliver cricket information to teletext services.
Tell you when somebody had got 3 wickets or scored 50 runs, or indeed scored 43 runs and got bowling figures of 2 for 73, if that's actually what you wanted to know.
In the future, there's all sorts of very interesting developments happening in terms of the convergence of internet and television.
40 Walsh now level with Dennis Lilly is the wicket-taking.
We're aware of the commercial possibilities and we're excited about commercial possibilities.
We work very closely with the ICC, and I myself and the organisation is hugely supportive of the development programme and the globalisation of the game, and there are discussions underway on how we can actually become more involved in that. That will take some time to come to fruition.
We want, if it doesn't sound like I'm laying it on too thick, we want cricket to benefit from the commercial value of Cricinfo. General
Thinking within Cricinfo is to boost, popularise the game, and the beauty of Cricinfo is that is actually in its own corporate self-interest as well. So what better marriage can you have?
Buoyed by Alex Tudor's heroics at Edgbaston, England would have hoped to have pressed home that advantage at Lord's and Old Trafford. Steve May has the tale of how they fared.